welcome back to another Pristine Productions here. I'm your host, mixing engineer, Andrew Raver. And I have a very special treat for you today. We're going to be talking about Pro Sound on a budget here. So I'm going to be talking about the equipments that I bought and what I use at home to make that professional sound. Today's affiliate package is Roku TV. Vision is power. It's the 32-inch 720 to 1080p flat screen TV here, which you can hook up all in one, a gaming console and a mixing monitor. This is what I use to actually mix and master music. Watch the cinematic movies. Has wonderful, bright, warm colors. Check out Roku TV. The link will be in the description. And also we're going to move down to the Samsung CO1 Pro Tracking. The link is going to be in the description as well. Support me by clicking on that link, and so you can support the Pristine. This is a powerful, underrated mic here, which you can track instruments and vocals. And this is what I use to do my release. And you can hear that track in the background. I'm going to show a little bit. I'm going to share a little bit about of the mixing on that part there. And as we go down the road here, and also the monitors that I use is the JBL 306 Mix Like a Pro. Link is going to be in the description. I'm going to talk about these monitors and how the positive feedback that I get from them, and how I mix my music and control. All that in the Pro Sound on a budget with the Focusrite as well. The interface that never fails me. So I'm going to pause there. I'm going to play a little bit of this track here that I have right here. I'm going to show some vocal chain moves here. So let's get right down to it. So tracking this vocal here, what I use is the Samsung CO1, of course. Link is going to be in the description, guys. You can pick up this mic for about $80 here. It's clearly underrated mic. Very powerful. I use it on my vocals, on my productions, and other artists that I track. If they're not sending me their projects to mix. But that's the mic that I use. Check it out, guys. It's wonderful. It has a big diaphragm, which means it can pick up the low frequency all the way up to the top end. So you want to grab that mic there. So, listening to the balance of these mix, and when it comes down to a good interface, of course, we want to make sure we're using some good mixing monitors and interface. So the JBL 306, of course, gives you a balance. Just feel like you grab somebody and bubble them anywhere. Both of them, if you're gonna buy a pair, it's gonna cost you about $400, and they're great. The 306P is what I'm racking at home in my studio, my home studio, and those things sound amazing. They have amazing stereo. They're specifically built for mixing, and you have some selection settings at the back. How much low end do you want to put on it? The vibes that is soca is bubbling over. And of course, the vocals, like I said, was tracked through the Scarlett third generation interface here. Focusrite Scarlett Solo. You make sure you pick that up. So it's about $119 there, and you can't miss with that. So the total right there to get the interface, the monitors, JBL 306. Of course, you want to make sure you got the CO condenser microphone. It's all less than $700, guys. You can't miss. And of course, the TCL Roku TV, which I use to get that nice view of my entire session, having nice rich colors as well when I'm watching videos or referencing other materials. So let me get down into this vocal here. So let's see here what we got here. I'm gonna take off some of the plug. I'm gonna show you why I use this chain here. So remember, guys, want to be a support of Pristine. I am an affiliate of these products, so you want to support me financially so we can push out more content, make a purchase. And these are the gears that I use, guys. These are my gears that I use. So I'm going to play the vocal without.
The vibes out is soca, it's bubbling over.
So what I have running here is the 1176. I'm going to show you something here real quick. You might think this is ridiculous.
It's the wildest thing out ya when you feel it within ya.
Take a look at the needle. It's compressing about -10 dB, guys.
It's bubbling over.
You might say, Ray, why are you using so much compression? Because this is what the vocal requires.
It's the wildest thing.
The 1176 is actually adding some hype and guts to it. So when I play it against the guitar,
When you feel it within ya, can you feel it pumping inside?
now next in the chain here, and now you can use this for any genre, but you want to experiment with some of these frequencies here. Now, of course, the second chain is going to be the Pro Q, and I'm going to turn off these bands. I'm going to show you what these bands are doing here. So the first thing is first.
The pressure is rising high with the vibes that is so kind.
I'm taking off up to 55 hertz here at a low frequency. She is a high singer. Her key resides more over here at the top end.
Yeah.
You can see on the readout here, I don't really need this much here. Now, I'm going to be engaging the 682 band here. This is taking out some resonance here.
The vibes are so kind.
So let me boost the gain.
Turn up like you can't go anywhere. Just feel like you grab somebody and bubble them anywhere.
So that's what I'm taking out there. I'm doing a little bit of surgical EQ.
We don't watch no face. Soca theme is to enjoy life, so enjoy yourself.
Now I'm going to be boosting a little bit of 8K here.
Bubble and wine. Whip out with it, we don't watch no time. We don't work so hard from 8 to 5. You just want to let loose and enjoy your life.
4.
Wine and bubble and wine.
After.
Whip out with it, we don't watch no time. We don't work so hard from 8 to 5.
Now, remember, guys, buy that mic, support Pristine. And of course, you got to make sure you put in your energy and all your performance in the recording if you want to get the best out of the mic. Now I'm boosting a 5 dB at 8K here, almost 9K, to get a little more excitement here.
You just want to let loose and enjoy your life.
And I want a little bit more, a little bit more clarity here. So I went to the 5K and boosted 4 dB of that. Let's play it back.
Life. That is so kind. Yeah.
Off.
The vibes are so kind. When the speakers jump and the party turn up like a...
Now you guys are probably going to guess what I'm going to use next in the chain. And you guessed it, we got to use a de-esser because we're getting clarity here in this vocal, but we want to take out those nasty S's which we introduced. So we're gaining one thing and we're losing another. So, but nonetheless, there's a way to do that. Now, I also boosted about 11K, about 5 dB.
You can't go anywhere. Just feel like you grab somebody and bubble them anywhere. Everybody just enjoy the vibes, cause we don't watch no face.
Hear that big S right there? You can also go ahead and do it the old way. You can go all the way down here, look for that S, and you can double click and pull it down. Or you can do what I do. I'm going to go to the de-esser here, pull down the threshold here a little bit.
Soca theme is to enjoy, watch no face. Soca theme is to enjoy life.
Let's put it down a little bit more. It's a little bit more there.
Don't watch no face. Soca team used to
So it's not as harsh. You know, we can do a combination of both. Let's bring it down a little bit here, maybe right about there.
no face. Soca team used to enjoy life, so enjoy yourself.
Now, next on the chain here, I have
So we wine and bubble and wine. Whip out with it, we don't watch no time. We don't work so hard from 8 to 5. You just wanna let loose and enjoy your life.
remember her vocal is competing with the rest of the instruments. So here I'm looking at about, let's see, I'm boosting 8K here at 2 dB to get a little bit more extra clarity there in the mix. Let me go ahead and this is 2 dB right there. I'm going to engage the EQ.
Watch no face. Soca team is to enjoy life, so enjoy yourself. So we wine and bubble and wine.
Let me go ahead and turn on back these EQ here. I turn them off by mistake, guys. Sorry about that. So turn off the RQ. Because we use the de-esser, we're taking out a little bit of the clarity, so we're a little bit back and forth here, but we're making progress here. We want to make sure we have a balanced clarity, so that the de-esser is taking us taking out the DS from the vocal, and also it's taking a little bit of clarity, but want to put that back in with the 8K boost about 2 dB.
Soca team is to enjoy life, so enjoy yourself. So we wine and bubble and wine. Whip out with it, we don't watch no time. We don't work so hard from 8 to 5. You just wanna let loose and enjoy your life.
Now, what left here in the last chain here, I'm going to use the Q10, take out some resonance here.
We don't watch no face. Soca team is to enjoy life, so enjoy yourself. So we wine and bubble and wine. The vibes of this soca is bubbling over. It's the wildest thing about ya when you feel it within ya. Can you feel it?
So let's boost about.
Inside?
I'm gonna boost it so you can know what I'm
The
cutting.
pressure is rising high.
That right there was kind of bothering me.
The vibes of this soca, yeah, yeah. The vibes of this soca.
That's what I'm taking
When
out.
the speakers jump and the party turn up like you can't go anywhere. Just feel like you grab somebody and bubble them anywhere.
Second frequency here is a 511 hertz here.
Soca team used to enjoy life,
That's
so
what I'm taking
enjoy
out.
yourself. So we wine and bubble and wine. Whip out
Here's
with
another
it, we
one
don't
at,
watch no
1.3.
time. We don't work so hard from
Some of the
8 to
mid-range.
5. You just wanna let loose and enjoy your life. Wine and bubble and
That's what I'm taking out.
Whip out with it, we don't watch no time. We don't work so hard from 8 to 5.
If you don't take out these resonance, guys, these are gonna rip off your ears. They're gonna rip off your client's ears. You got to make sure that you're knocking out these resonance here, because you're not only removing these unwanted frequencies that mess up the vocals or get in the way, you're also creating room for the vocal to move around in the instrument here. So I'm going to play the song back here. Let's bring in the bass and the
You just wanna let loose and enjoy your life. Oh, what a wonderful feeling. Vibes are soca revealing. Music blast to the ceiling. The vibes of this soca is bubbling over. It's the wildest thing about ya when you feel it within ya.
So to top it off, guys, we started with the CLA. We're compressing about 10 to actually 20 dB that actually works for her vocals. And we're boosting. We're rolling off a little bit of low end here because there's nothing down there that we need. We're taking out a little bit of 682 here. And we're knocking out this frequency here so we can make room for the top end. We're boosting a 5 dB at 11K, a 5 dB at 8K, and 4 almost 5 at 5K, which may seem like a lot. and we're controlling that with the de-esser. It's very important you know what plugin comes next in the chain. That affects the signal and the signal flow. The de-esser is taking out those nasty S's, but also robbing us a little bit of the clarity. So we pump that back in with a little bit of extra 8K boost at 2 dB with the RQ and the REQ4, I'm sorry. And we're making sure we're using this to maintain that clarity. And also, to top it off, we went ahead and took care of some other little resin that was cutting around in the mix there. One at 327, another one at 511, another one at the mid-range about 1.3 and 1.9. So when you take out all of that, you have a healthy vocal based on that singer, male or female.
It's bubbling over.
And how do you know where to find these resonants? Just sweep around on your lead vocal.
When you feel it within you.
So if I take off these plugins and play the song,
the pressure is rising high.
I'm not hearing her voice too clearly. Turn on the EQ.
The vibes are so kind.
Yes, sir.
When the speakers jump and the party turn up like you can't go anywhere. Just feel like you grab somebody and bubble them anywhere.
And of course, I'm doing some parallel compression here. So I'm going to stop there, guys. Remember, if you want to support Pristine, feel free to purchase. These are my personal gears that I'm using that I just showed you with these affiliate packages. So if you want to support me, click on the link, guys. Buy the gears. Show Pristine some love. Remember, if you want to hit me up, you can email me. And on social media, check out my artist page. If you want me to mix and master for you, you can hit me up in my email as well. Let me know what's up. Check out my Pristine Productions website. You can donate at Cash App as well. So show some love, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.